let's just get straight into it. Leon vs Diantha was a complete utter mess. Today I'll be reviewing Pokemon Journeys episode 122, the semi-finals 1, overwhelming victory. So let's talk about it. The day of the semi-finals has arrived, with the first match being between Leon vs Diantha, and soon after the second match being Ash vs Cynthia. To get some final preparations, both Ash and Cynthia train with their Pokemon and happen to encounter each other. Close by, a brother and sister meet the gang and are amazed by all of their Pokemon. The champion sat down with the boy, and in which we got to hear about Cynthia's past, such as how she looked after her Garchomp as an egg. This was a wholesome moment, and it allowed for Ash and Cynthia to bond, and also inspired the boy. And yeah, that was the first half, which was good. But then we have the second half. Boy oh boy, this is where everything went down the drain. So just as the Leon vs Diantha match is about to start, we find out that the little sister got lost. Like, are you kidding me? They couldn't resist another Lost at the League episode. Because of that, everyone has to go look for her, and they find her watching a Glossifer evolve into an Eldegoss. This was also nice, but not before a semi-final match. Like, why didn't we get this whole story instead of the Chloe recap in episode 119? Which, let me remind you, we gained nothing from. Now, by the time they got back to the match, Leon had already taken out 4 of Diantha's Pokemon with only 2 of his. And he didn't even use Charizard. Like, how, man? To even top that, Leon's Rillaboom tanked a full-powered Fire Blast from Goodra and then defeats it like it's nothing. The power scaling was so rack, and to the point where even super effective moves don't work on this man's Pokemon. Diantha's ace Gardevoir got sent out and disposed of Rillaboom with a bait out strategy, bringing us to the final battle between Gmax Charizard and Mega Gardevoir. To begin with, this battle wasn't too bad. Charizard took a Thunderbolt but shook it off and fired back a Gmax Wildfire. Diantha responded by using one of the best strategies I've seen in Pokemon. This consisted of Gardevoir using Psychic on Gmax Wildfire and sending it right back, using Leon's own power against him. Leon called for a max airstream, but even this move was absorbed and combined into Diantha's gigantic move. 2 full-powered Leon moves plus Diantha's full-powered Psychic. There's no way this man would be able to easily break through this move and surpass his own power times 2 plus Diantha in just a second. Yeah, I spoke too quick, because Leon does exactly that and calls for a Gmax Wildfire once again. This smashes right through the full powered attack like it's nothing and completely demolishes Mega Gardevoir, declaring him the winner in such an overwhelming victory. If you don't know my thoughts already, let me just say it. This battle sucked. Yeah, it had its highlights, but this episode portrayed Leon in a way that he's so strong it's like he's untouchable. Leon made Diantha look like a weak joke. And if you've forgotten, this is the Kalos champion we're talking about, not any other trainer. She got swept. Going back, the first half of this episode was not needed and cannot be justified in why we didn't get to see the full 6-on-6 battle between these two. The Ash and Cynthia and Lost at the League moment could have been an episode on its own, not in the middle of the semi-finals of the biggest tournament in Pokemon anime history. The disrespect, man, especially to Diantha and Kalos as a whole. So I'll be rating this episode a 3 out of 10. Complete trash.